How's everyone doing? It's Nick D, aka Mr. Mental Muscle here, and I'm here to talk about fat and how it's not an adjective. It's a noun. Basically, fat is one of three macronutrients. There's fat, carbohydrates, and protein. Now, out of the three macronutrients, fat is the most potent for energy. There's approximately 9 calories per 1 gram of fat, as opposed to protein and carbohydrates only having 4. So, fat is very needed in our bodies and in our lives. We need it for energy when we eat it, and it's something that should not be avoided. But unfortunately, due to media and just bad misinformation, people try to avoid fat. But what I'm talking about today, I want to get into is fat as used as an adjective. So basically, I was watching this show, I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically about a group of women, about 5 or 6 women who were overweight or fat, and one of them made a comment that they hate the word fat, they wish it never existed. And it made me think, fat is not really an adjective. It can be used as an adjective to describe someone who is overweight. We call them fat. But in terms of something like beautiful or pretty, those type of adjectives, they're subjective. You can't really decide who's pretty or beautiful. Everyone has a different opinion of who's good looking, who's not. But when it comes to fat, there are many various ways to measure this. Pick your poison, whatever way, the skin fold, DEXA, even the electronic one you can get at almost any gym. You can measure body fat in the BMI. So there's many ways you can measure body fat and see who is actually fat. Opposed to saying someone who's beautiful or good looking, you can't measure that. That's a judgment call. But back to the topic at hand. So basically she was saying that she hates the word. And the thing I don't like about this is we're associating the word fat almost things such as the N-word or homosexuals being called outside of what they like to be called, stuff like that. And I really feel this shouldn't be crossed, because at the end of the day, being fat is kind of like a lifestyle choice. Yes, there's a lot of things underlying. I'm a psychology major. There's psychological issues that can lead to it, of course. It's a choice and a lifestyle that can be altered, just like with any behavior. Any behavior. So by seeing it as something to hide behind, that's never a good thing. Fat is adipose tissue. When we talk about fat, what's under our skin, that fat, that's adipose tissue. And basically what that is when you eat too much of food and the calories can't be metabolized, they have to get stored somewhere. Because we need fat. It's the best energy we can get from our food. But it just matters where that fat is coming from. I'm not going to get into all the physiological aspects of that, but just know we need fat. Now, basically, when you look back, I'll get some history on you. When we're in the caveman Neanderthal days, when we didn't know our next meal was coming, hunter and gatherers, we needed food. So our bodies adapted and were able to store the fat in our bodies for prolonged periods of times, and it was a defense survival mechanism pretty much. But now that we have a McDonald's and all these other food places every 10 feet, we don't need that anymore. But unfortunately, evolution doesn't work that fast, so we keep these extra fat and weight on us, and it's not that pleasing. And that's why you see that skin hanging, and we have the love handles and all that stuff we don't like. That's what that is. Now, this is when you can say you're fat. You have fat, there it is. Now, it may sound funny or mean or messed up, but it's the honest truth. And I don't mean it to hurt anyone's feeling out there. If you think I am, I'm sorry. If you do, I'm sorry. If you're fat, you're fat. Now, you can do something to change this. You can eat better, proper health and nutrition, be more active. And I'm not just talking about the gym working out, just daily life. How are you getting to work? Are you walking to work? Are you driving? Do you walk far to work? Do you take the elevator? Do you take the stairs? There's little things that we can do to be more active. Now, if you are overweight, I suggest you do get on a strict exercise regimen, because physical activity at this point won't do much for you since you've got so far above the threshold. But you can change it. Like any behaviors, being fat can be changed. And you don't have to sit there and let it defeat you as if you're a race of people, because no one was born into this world fat. Yes, some are predisposed to gain weight a little easier than others, but at the end of the day, there's something you can do about it. So don't let fat describe you. It's not an adjective, it's a noun. I'm Mr. Mental Muscle from Mental Muscle Performance. Remember, strong body, stronger mind.